welcome back to another video. Today I just wanted to show you this necklace here that I made. This is actually from, let me just bring it down a little bit. I hope you can see that. This is actually from the Annie's bead box. These are some obsidian. There are the crystal rondelles here in the black. I used my gold suede check beads here. These are the 8mm. So instead of making what was the design in the package, I decided to, which was making stretch bracelets. I decided that these were just absolutely gorgeous together. I decided to make a necklace. So they also had like the 2mm Rolo chain here, and I decided to make using the other two left that I have. I have no more of these now. So with the black rondelle, faceted rondelle, and I just think that, you know, the black and white can be, you know, that formal look as well. And I like to wear stuff like this casually. So I have different kinds of styles. I like to make things that I know I'm going to wear. And as you can see, this just sparkles like crazy. It was absolutely beautiful. And within the Annie's bead box, it also had some round spacer beads, daisy spacer beads, and right in here is the lighter rondelles. They're like a half clear, half gray, and it is a 3-strand. So I basically just put them on a beading wire, and I really didn't measure them. What I did was, when I put it in this position, then I started stringing the next one and playing around, and then just came up a little bit more, and then this one a little bit more, and then I attached them to a jump ring, and they fell very nicely right here. So it's not all crooked and everything still lines up. That's the way I like it. So anyway, today I want to make something with the Gemstone Orphanage. I did receive that, and I will leave the link in the for their March 2024 subscription box review. And I hope that you enjoy it, and I hope that you will consider going there. Steve and Debbie are amazing. They're funny, and I know that GGC's Gina herself did an unboxing, and she did a tutorial with the material. And for those of us who have gotten the box subscription, just like with Bargain Bead Box or any other subscription that many people may get, we just have a slew of different designs that we make. So it's great to check out all the channels that have that, and so you can get inspired in many different ways. So I'm going to turn this around and just pick out some stuff here that, you know, I want to make something, and I haven't quite decided yet. So I'm just going to look through the beads and see what happens, because I just got it in the mail. So I'm just going to kind of quickly go through that, and I know that some stuff will pop into my head. So with that, I'm going to turn it around, and I hope you'll join me, and let's make some awesome jewelry. All right, be right back. All right, I'm back, and I'm going to do a necklace and an earring set for today. This, again, is from the Gemstone Orphanage, their subscription box. It's like bi-monthly, and that information, again, will be left in the description box. So I just wanted to show you what we're going to be using from that box. Again, the unboxing, if you want to see all the items in there, you can either go to the Gemstone Orphanage, which is the Homestrung Jewelry YouTube channel, or you can watch it on Gina's. They are collaborating. If you haven't gotten that information yet, they are collaborating on unboxing each other's bag and box, and certainly to start creating some pieces with a combination of both their items. So I think that's kind of neat. But today I wanted to make a necklace with you guys, and if you are somebody who has made who has gotten this subscription box, that's wonderful. And I know that we are all creative. We want to do things our way. But if you're interested in this particular one that I'm doing, and you do have the subscription box, certainly you can do it just like I'm doing. So, but I do have, this is Tiger Tail, and I do have it like in that deep orange or burnt orange color, which is absolutely perfect with the color theme that's going on in this March 2024 subscription box from the Gemstone Orphanage. So I have a few pieces in here, some of the spacer beads, and as you can see, they are of an antique copper. I have it, there's one here, it's almost like a double corrugated. This one has just some textured carving look to it. There are these here. So you get a mix of them in this bag. This is the 3mm round faceted carnelian. And I have in here some links. They give us a bag of different links. So I'm choosing to take out the flowery ones. So you will have some with some rings, the larger links here. We've seen these before if you are somebody who gets the bargain bead box subscription. And then of course the smaller ones here. And those are the ones I'm using. Then this is the magnesite, and it has that bone color, but it also has a, it almost looks like a antique or vintage, what do they call that? Howlite look to it. Anyway, and then I have some twist beads that also came in the bag. So there is a bag of them here. These are the bugle beads, and this is wonderful to see them in the twist. I just think it's gorgeous because anything with a twist that has that shine to it will make it more of a, it'll sparkle. As you can see, you'll get that nice looking sparkle when the light hits it just right. Kind of like what people do when they have their wind chimes and stuff. And then I'm not sure if I'm going to use these yet, but I did make a, it's like a link where you can connect. It's like a connector. And I put 3 jump rings together. If I'm going to use these, I'm not quite sure yet. I will show you how to do that. We have some number 2 crimp beads. I think these are the ones I'm going to use if I feel I need to just go to the crimp beads instead of the tubes, then I'll do that at the time. And then we'll have some earrings here, an earring set that I'll make. They did have the cuboid, so it's more of a rectangle shape of a crystal there. And again, just a matching set here. All right, so let me just clear this out, get everything I need. And I have yet to decide on what chain I am going to use. So that will come eventually. And as soon as I decide on the chain style that I want, we'll do that. Or I may do something altogether different. All right, so let me get these laid out the way I like them, and I'll be right back. All right, so we're going to start with the necklace first. And I decided on making jump rings in the antique copper 18 gauge instead. I think it looks better than the bare copper look. So I just got myself, you know, more than 12 inches here of the tiger tail. I know I'm not going to need that much, but I just wanted to, you know, just make sure that I have enough. So I'm going to start with putting on, let's see, those we're going to set aside because I want to be able to get these on this way. So I'm going to start with putting one of the corrugated. Okay, then we're going to put on a little 3mm. Then we're going to put on the twist bugle bead, and this is in I guess it's a shiny bronze, or I don't know. It matches. It looks pretty. And then another one of these 3mm rounds. Okay. And then one of these again. And now we're going to, I think I have it in the right way. Then we're going to go with putting on one of the smallest ones of the magnesite. Then we'll go with this one here. No, wait, this one. I think that's how I wanted it. Nope, this one. All right. Actually, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. I'm just gonna put this one back on. Oops, sorry guys, get my camera. All right, now we'll go to putting on, I think it's this one. Is that the way I had it? Jeez, I don't even remember. No, it's going to be this one. The next one here. Then we can put on this here. This one. Then we'll put on this the cuboid, and we'll put this on. Okay, then it's gonna, then we'll go ahead and add this with this, and then this. Then we're going to put on the bigger one and then go in reverse. So it will be it's not easy seeing the holes in these little 3mm. And then we'll start to go down. I'm hoping this is gonna look exactly the way I want it to look. And then this. Then we're gonna go here. Then we'll get this on. Then we'll put our little 3mm on again. With the bugle bead. Cannot find that little hole. And then we'll put on the corrugated, and then let's see what it looks like. Okay, I think that's cute, just like that. Okay, so now what I'd like to do is I want to put this on here, the little connector. Actually, we're going to have to get a crimp bead on first. So get your crimp pliers out. If you only have the little beads, you know, then you can just use, you know, your you know, any one of your other pliers here. So now I want to see what this is going to look like, because I may have to go to the beads instead of these. So let me just look at it first. Let's see what that looks like up against that. You know what? I just may go with the beads. Let me get those. I'll be back. All right, I got the two little beads here. So what I'm going to do is put this on. Then I'm going to go through one of these here. Come back through. Now I'm just going to just pull on this and make that as large as you want or as small as you want, as long as you allow for this to sway nice. Okay. And I'm hoping yeah, you know what? Well, trial and error. I think I'm just going to not put these on there. I'll use that for something else. But I definitely want to get one of these on here. As long as they sit nice. Go through all three, go right down that center. Then, well, I gotta get that crimp bead back up here. All right, now let's try that again. Oh, all right, let's see. Just come through. As long as they can sway nice. Okay, I want to make sure there's enough room. And then I'm going to go ahead and take one of my pliers and flatten that. So I'm going to just bring it up a little bit, and then I'm going to squash. Okay, so now I can bring these down. And I'm going to shorten this a little bit here. Just want to make sure I can shorten it enough just to go through this one here. So I think I'll cut it right about there. And then we can get that tucked right in there. And then bring the rest down. Okay. Now we're going to do the same for the other side. Now I have a lot left over, so I don't need all that. So I'm just going to snip off enough where I can fold this over. So I'm probably just going to go right about here. All right, and then I can save that because there's lots left over. All right, same thing, just pick up your bead, your crimp bead, and then go through 3 of those. All 3. Okay, and then we're going to come back through here. And then over here, you can actually go right through that corrugated piece. And then you can come out that end. I just want to make sure everything is down. And I only want to go through the corrugated piece because if you try to bring it back through that 3mm, it won't fit. It'll just get stuck partway in. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and bring that down to about the same size as the other loop. I just want to make sure everything is down and in the right position. Okay. Getting these things to... All right, let's see. Do they look the same? Nope. This one just... Let me bring this down a wee bit more. Okay. So what I'm going to do is tighten that up. I want to bring this way because... All right, and that... Because sometimes even when you go to put these loops, they don't always are facing in the same way. So sometimes that can cause a problem when you're adding like chain or something because it's facing the other way. So I want to make sure I can maybe somehow turn it that way. Okay. All right, now I'm going to go in here and squeeze. All right. That should be good. Now I can go ahead and cut this. And let me find my other cutters. I don't want these ones here. All right, let's see how these work, because I just got some new Zuron, and I got it with the high carbon, which makes them more sturdy and more strong. So we'll see how these tips work. So I really want to get in here. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, so here we have that part. Now I want to get chain. I thought leather might look good with this. So I'm just going to put it with the chain first, and then what I'm going to do is make a leather strap, and I'll probably put that on after. If I do that, of course, I'll try to remember to show you that I've done it. But I think right now, just to add the chain, just to be simple about it, because the leather that I have that I was thinking of making is a 1mm. So I would have to probably quadruple this in strands and then make some organic knot with it on each end to attach. But I'm not sure how much that is going to take. I haven't decided on that just yet, but if I do, I will certainly show you how I did that at some point if I do it again. But right now I want to be able to just put some chain on here, and then we'll get right into the earring set. But this to me is just adorable because we're adding different components. One will go into the other with that orange, and the copper is just so beautiful together. And I just think that that's gorgeous, just like that. So I'm going to grab the chain and I'll be back, and then we'll start on the earrings. Okay, so I decided actually doing the leather because I just didn't see that the other ones were going to give it the look that I wanted. So I took my this beautiful rustic color here, and I measured out 40 inches. And what that's going to do is give you 4 pieces of 10 inches. So if you take your 40 inches, you fold it in half, cut it, fold it in half again, and cut it. Then you're going to get 4 pieces. You're going to have 2 on each side. So I needed to complete this because I wanted to make sure that it worked so that I can show you how to do it for this side. And I am so glad I'm going to go with this. It is just so perfect. I'm so excited. So as you can see, I'm going to be using the toggle clasp here. I have a 22 gauge here of the antique copper. It just absolutely fits because I had already made the rings, the jump rings here, putting the 3 together with the 18 gauge copper wire here. And when I run out of these, I'm going to go to the para-wire. These have been absolutely doing wonderful. They are a great price. But I want to go and try the para-wire in these colors as well. But I have gotten such great results from these. And if I'm not happy with the para-wire, I'll go back to these. That's no problem. Or I'll just continue to interchange them. It's not a big deal. I do like to try to get good quality beading, designer wire, because it just makes sense if you're going to make good quality pieces. All right, so what I'm going to do here, I made sure they're pretty even. So you want them to be pretty even. So what I'm going to do is bring this through those loops, just the 2. Now when you come up, you want to make sure that these are even as well. Okay, so you can take and get something to pinch it at the end, whatever you have. Make sure that they are really in there. Okay, because now you're going to take this and you're going to tie it down just like we have right here. And I am using the 22 gauge just to hold it in place. And you'll get that nice organic rustic look. And you can look at this and say, hey, this has a southwestern feel to it, or it's just, to me, it's organic. It's beautiful. I love it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to make sure that these are even. So when I go to close them, see how they're sitting side by side? Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start off with getting it in the middle. Okay. And I did about 3 wraps. So, and you know what? This does not have to be perfect, because this, again, it's organic, so you can make a messy wrap. I'm just doing 3 little wraps here. Oops. Let me just bring this down some more. I'm going to do 3 wraps, and then at the top, it's going to be a little bit messier, and you'll see how that works. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult with the other one because this is probably going to fall in the way. And again, you can keep straightening that out before you go ahead and make your tight wraps around here. And just use your fingers, hold on to it. And again, I wouldn't worry too much of it being perfectly neat. Okay. And you can look to see if they are about the same size. Okay. All right. I'm going to come down and I'm going to cut this off. And again, both sides are going to look the same. So I'm not worried about having to worry about the clasp. If I'm going to use like a lobster claw that I have here, because I was going to use that, but even then it wouldn't matter, because this, you can flip it over. It looks the same on one side as it does the other. Okay. So now that we got this here, I'm going to snip off. I'm going to make sure I have I'm going to snip off the end. Be very careful you don't cut into your leather. Oops. Did you hear that? It went flying. All right. And then I want to make sure it's tucked down. Okay. And then we're going to do the same here. And then we're going to take this piece and use it for the top. Let's see. Whoops. I want to try to get it so that it's on the inner or the outer, the part that's not sitting up against the skin. Just in case. Because with leather, it moves around. All right, so I want to make sure I cut that here. And go ahead and tuck that right here. And this is 22, so it should be pliable enough where you don't have to squeeze it so hard. Just make sure it's tucked in there nice. Okay, so as you can see now, we have that connected. Oh, I am so excited. Oh, this is just so pretty. So now we're going to come up here. And you could have it relatively straight. If you want to braid this, I say go for it, do whatever. So now we're going to take, and we're going to do the same thing here. And basically, I got it nice and wrapped around. Okay, so you could actually keep this on if you want. Okay. It might even be better to keeping these together. Because at some point, you're going to obviously bring them all together like that. Let's move these out. Okay. Again, you can just start doing that, bringing it around and up. Oops. Well, at least it's together. All right. So now I'm going to come up right about here. Okay. And you can, if you feel the need to, kind of come in and close it up a bit, that's fine. We're just going to come back down. Okay. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to snip this a wee bit. As you can see, it's not totally even by the time you push everything around in there. And then what I'm going to do is make sure I have enough here. Okay. Keep this one out here. You don't want to cut that one just yet. You're going to take your round nose pliers. Hopefully I could stay in frame here, okay? And you're basically going to make like you're making a, you know, a wrapped loop, okay? So you're going to come around. So just make sure that your loops are essentially the same size, okay? And again, this is not, we're not looking for perfection over here because it's, you want that organic look. Although I do want to straighten this out a little bit more because now it's gotten away from me. Okay. Right about there. And so again, I'm going to come around. Because it's so thin, it moves around a lot. So at this point, if you want, I'm going to grab this and just keep, I'm going to have to wrap it around like this because now I just want to make sure I cover that. Oh boy, sorry, I was out of the frame because I have it so close. Okay, and now I'm going to take this. Oh no. Sorry guys. It's not what I had in mind here. Okay, I'm probably going to have to cut off another piece just to cover it. So what I'm going to do is just snip it here. I'm going to grab another piece. And I'm just going to go over it. So I'll anchor it somehow. Okay. Because I don't want this part to separate up here. So I'll just add some more wire. That's all. So let me just put that in there. And let me cut another piece and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I just wanted to grab a little bit more because I want that style of that messy wrap. And like I said, this one just got away from me. So I'm just going to kind of go in where it looks like it's, you know, missing something. Let's see if I can just anchor it in there. It's going to look messy at first. I just need to anchor it into that space. I think what I'll do, believe me, this is not as hard as I'm making it look right now, and I think it's just because it got away from me, because the other side I had no problem whatsoever. Okay, so I got it anchored on there. That's all I want. All right, let's see. So I am going to snip this one because I got to go over it. I don't need that sticking out. I promise this is not this hard. Okay. Okay, now I am on the way to getting this. I think it's because now my fingers are killing me from all this wire wrapping. Oops. I think I'm supposed to just hold this here because I can't seem to turn this thing without it getting away. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, and then just again, you just make it so that it's, and getting this nice mess. Okay. So I want to make sure that's tucked in. Okay. All right, and now I'm gonna just go ahead and make sure this is down. And I'm going to trim it just a little bit more so I don't have to really push so hard on tucking it in, because it'll be closer to where I want it to go. Okay, so that is this, and then I made myself a jump ring with the 18 gauge, and I made a 6mm jump ring, and I'm going to go ahead and open this. I am so excited. I'm going to wear this to work on Monday, and each side is, I guess it doesn't really matter. Put that in there. I'm going to drop this right there and close it up. So I apologize if I was out of frame. Again, I'm so close, and then to, you know, when I spread it to bring it closer, it just seems to shift in a different area. It doesn't stay in the center. So here we go. And I think this took so long. I think what I'm going to do is do another tutorial with the earrings that will match this, because I think it just goes on so long sometimes when you try to make changes. But I'm going to check the time. If I have time, I'll come back in this video and do the earrings. If not, then I'll come back just to show the necklace on, and we'll go from there. And then I'll do the earrings and another, you know, another design of something. Okay, so this is the new necklace. Let's see, can you see it? Again, not in frame. Okay, I hope. I don't know. I mean, what's a good way to display this? You know, really, it's you can't seem to get the whole thing in there. Okay, so we have some leather and some magnesite with some beautiful burnt orange color with the copper. Is absolutely stunning. So I hope this wasn't too painful for you, everyone. But you know, sometimes doing something to get this organic look regarding, you know, these areas in here, yeah, it's going to take some hard work with their hands. It's going to take time, and that's where the patience come in, you know, because anybody can go ahead and string up some stuff here. But if you're looking for a particular look, just know that you will need to go outside of that and learn something different and other skills with your hands and wire and all of that stuff. And we just have this absolutely beautiful piece here. So I'm going to check the time of how long this video is. And one way or the other, it's going to be either showing the necklace or I'm going to come back and do the earrings to match. If not, that's going to be on another video. So everyone, I'll be right back. Okay, here it is. I think this is absolutely such a fun necklace, and I am very pleased with the absolute beautiful colors that come together with the antique copper that's in the box, with the magnesite here, and the jump rings that I created with my antique copper and my leather. Now this will relax. Obviously, leather will relax the more you use it. Just don't yank on it too much. So I wouldn't be, you know, too upset or anything if this kind of flips forward a little bit. It's just, it's going to take time for the leather to relax a little bit. you know, as you wear it. But yeah, I think this is absolutely adorable. Hold on, I could actually probably turn it this way. Okay. So yeah, it's just, it'll have to relax. So I'm going to wear it all day today, probably tomorrow, so that it's nice and relaxed when I go to work. But isn't that gorgeous? It is just so, I don't know. It's fun, and it's not like pow, you know, like too much. It's just right. I think it is absolutely gorgeous. So obviously you can tell that I'm not going to do the earrings right now. I didn't want this to be too long. So I am going to set up to make a few things in another video, but because I do want to make, I do have one set, so I do want to make the other one to show you the set that actually goes with this. I think it is just so cute. And everyone, I hope that you have a beautiful day and a glorious weekend and a glorious week whenever you're watching this. So everyone, God bless, and God loves you. He does. And when we love each other, it really truly does make a big difference. So everyone, God bless, and we will see you soon, God willing. Bye-bye.